What's your name and what band are you in?
My name is Beetle. I'm in CHT.
What is CHT?
CHT is Common Human Traits.
Right? What does common human traits mean?
Common Human Traits is, all the things we do and share that make us human. Things we can't control, like our instincts. Pretty basic stuff, I guess. Try to be relatable.
So why does that make a good band name?
I don't really think it does make a good band name, honestly. It's just kind of stuck with it, and I don't want to be I don't really care enough to make a cooler band name. Like fuck that. I don't really care. It's just it is what it is, I guess. So.
Would you say wanting to have a cool band name is a common human trait?
Yeah, I guess so. Depends on what about being in a band is important to you.
What's important to you about being in a band?
Just raw fucking music, like straight from the heart and soul. Not like anything watered down or like with bad intentions. Not music, not about like your fucking ego and like shit like that. Whatever, like fucking vanity and material things. Selling your soul.
So, what major message do you want your audience to take away from your music?
That they're a part of like the most powerful thing on the planet, like they can do like anything. You can do like anything you fucking want, and like you could like very easily overthrow the powers that be. Just reminding people that they're we're like the biggest threat to like everything on the planet. And if we just all work together, we don't have anything to be afraid of, I don't know. I'd like to do whatever I can to bring about like just mass fucking like awakening, like a jump in consciousness, wake the fuck up kind of shit.
So when and how did the band form?
Just playing music with like Jeff Kendall and Nick Burkhart when we were like 14 and 13 and like 2001, like my freshman year, Pinole Valley High School. Yeah, Jeff lived in Pinole, so we practiced at his house all the time. Yeah.
So how did you meet?
PE class. It's like, I don't know. I was a dumbass, hella obnoxious kid, had no friends. I just met like the other weirdos, which I guess was Jeff and Nick that also played instruments.
So what was your first show like?
A fucking high school talent show in 9th grade. Pretty fun. I don't know. We didn't win anything, but play a song with cuss words in it. Yeah.
Bet you got a strong reaction out of that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did the faculty try to stop the show when they heard the cursing?
No one could understand anything I was saying.
You like to keep it that way?
That helped. There's a video of that somewhere. I think Jeff's dad has a video of that on like a fucking cassette tape, like big old camcorder thing. It's pretty low quality. Really fun to watch.
So what was your most memorable show?
A good amount of them. Like the first show we played, like just like a ton of people came, like way more people came than I thought, and that was really cool. And played like a Nuclear Rabbit show recently, which was like something I never thought would happen. And I listened to them when I was like super young, and never thought I'd even get to see them play a show. So that was pretty cool. A lot of people came to that show. And we played at the Occupation in Oakland, Occupy Oakland, on October 21st. I got that film too. There was a lady speaking a lot of really inspirational stuff. I felt was like relevant to our music, and just really good sync of a show. We played for a while and like improvised and played like drums with a stranger, and just people rapped and shit, and a lot of people liked it. The cops came and everyone was just like, ah, fuck the police, and I just like packed up my shit and got out of there. Yeah, I was camping there for like 2 weeks before that, pretty much. Like I brought like a generator out there and helped them with a lot of stuff out there. Kind of just behind the scenes, not really trying to, I don't know.
So a lot of people are in a gray area about what the Occupy protests are about. What would you say is the major take-home message from it?
That direct democracy is like that's what it is, like having a place at all times to go where like anyone can come and get in line and speak about whatever the fuck issue they want. So it's about just addressing like all of our human needs. Like we don't like really have a place. Like where are we supposed to all go and like talk about this shit? And then it's like, and then they want to put like a time limit on it. Like you can only freely express and congregate between the hours of blah 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 and blah blah blah. It's like, fuck that. Like the First Amendment clearly states there will be no law, to infringe on the right to peacefully assemble.
Freedom of speech and
Yeah.
communication.
And that's a public space, so it's just like, fuck that. And it's, I don't know, just showing people that they actually can have some power and like, make the people who make our lives suck scared, and like actually make them sweat and even resign and like quit their jobs, and pretty much all issues are addressed there. It's not like it's like leaderless, and it's pretty cool. I don't know. You gotta go check it out. It's too much there to going on for one person to really explain it.
So would you say that Occupy protests are effective?
Yeah, I'd say so. They organized that general strike like the day after the camp got raided. Pretty much like 24 hours after the camp got raided, there was just like, people never left, just like 1,000 more people came and they like took it again. The city spent like $2 million on like what was pretty much just the best publicity that movement could ever have. It's like all over national news, like flashbangs and tear gas going off on like a group of like veterans holding up peace flags and shit. Like they fucked up there, man. Like the whole world's watching Oakland right now. People were like marching all over the world. Like people were like marching in Egypt. They're like, fuck yeah, Oakland, Like, the whole world's really excited this is happening in America now.
So what involvement have you and the band taken in the Occupy protests?
Nick and Alex are pretty much like, kind of, they're in Pinole a lot. They came out to play like the show. It was hard for them to come out at that time. Like it was mid-Friday, so I was glad they were able to come out at all. And like Benny came out with me a few times and we did like nighttime, I don't want to say security, but just like public safety. Like rode around on bikes and would go to the police stations and see if they were rallying up for a raid or, like just break up fights and shit like that, and help wingnuts find a place to sleep.
So back on topic, what was the worst show that you guys ever played?
You know, I think like if there is a worse show, I just kind of blacked it out of my memory, and I don't remember it because it sucked so bad. I tend to do that with really shitty experiences. Um, I don't know. We did a tour up and down the West Coast that had a few, you know, pretty bad stinkers, like just a waste of money shows. I've driven like hella far before and had like a show canceled. I don't really remember where. Like, drove to like Santa Cruz once, and like cops came like 2 songs in, and just like that shit sucks.
So what other bands do you play in, or have you played in?
Oh man, the first band I ever played in was called Gaddix when I was like in the 7th grade, and that became like this band called Heroes with Helmets. It was like this emo band, and I was like always complaining, like, oh, we need to play harder music. And they kicked me out, and then I don't know, I was in a bunch of random other bands I don't really remember, and played that band. And that was when I started like, you know, Evil Elevator Music with Jeff and Nick, which eventually became CHT. I've tried out for a lot of other bands, but or just the main bands I'm still in, or like you know, CHT and Ill Gotten Gains, Fucked Hard, and Under 15 Seconds.
Alright, got it.
Yeah.